Meantime, the National Education Association, we're talking about this, facing backlash for this tweet you see on your screen. I'll read it to you. It says, quote, "Educators love their students and know better than anyone what they need to learn and to thrive." Many responding on Twitter, including former Education Secretary Betsy DeVos. She tweeted out, "You misspelled parents." Yeah. Mailyn Salabarria is the Director of Community Engagement for Parents Defending Education. She joins us live. Mailyn, thanks so much for coming on. Colorado mom, 2 children, 9 and 16 years old. They attend public and charter schools, I believe. At least that's what I was informed of here. Talk to me about this. Educators know what's best for kids. Is that true?
You know what? That's rich, to put it nicely. I think that what we are leaving ourselves as parents and what we're listening from parents and families and even educators in the classrooms that we are talking nationwide is that this is ridiculous. It is really rich to see a teachers union that it's being demonstrated out in the public right now that for the last 2 years has colluded with political interest groups, with the CDC, with government agencies and organizations to keep school closed, to keep our kids learning through a screen on a computer, that have hijacked money from the federal government that was supposed to go back to open the schools and try to bridge that learning gap and bridge that damage that was inflicted in our children in the classrooms. And having them tweeting something like this is just, I mean, it's unbelievable. It is unbelievable because we're talking about people that are using federal monies, that are using structures, that are using time, that are using taxpayers' funds that should be in the classrooms to teach our kids new pronouns that they won't be able to read. And the proficiency scores is the best measurement that we have to see how ridiculous what they're doing is. I think that this tweet definitely was the cherry on the top for parents that needed to be awakened and open their eyes of all the interests that are manipulating the education of our children in the classroom.
Parents didn't like that tweet. Neither did the former Education Secretary, Betsy DeVos, as well. Mailyn, I got about maybe a minute 15 with you. Talk to me about your children. What did they go through during the pandemic in terms of learning? What challenges did they face?
It was very hard. Like, most kids that had to be online. My oldest one, it was very hard for him to be stuck to a computer for almost a year. We're talking about children that kind of like, even the younger ones, recessing their social skills a lot. My youngest one, I just pulled her out and I homeschooled her for 3 years until we got a spot in the charter school where we wanted her to go. But it took a toll, and it was very hard on teenagers. It was very hard in this age when they thrive on the socialization skills that they need on top of the education and the academics that they receive in the classroom. And it was, I mean, you can see Colorado nationwide, the rates of teen suicides and the mental health problems. Now it's when we are facing those problems along with their learning loss. It was bad. It was really bad. Drug
use as well. Such a difficult time. Again, many parents pushing back. The NEA tweeting out, educators know what's best for kids. Perhaps parents might know what's best. I'm out of time. Mailyn Salabarria joining us live. Mailyn, thank you so much. Good to see you. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.